Harem of Axolotl. 1. He'd taken up residence at the Imperial Motel because he was the king. The road to his kingdom was desert in the company of its conquests. The remains of sea creatures, shells, coral, oysters, the skulls of triumph over a different vastness. He'd once been a salesman of water toys and floats. His throne was a reclined beach chair poolside. His skin resembled the membranes of oranges before the groves were gone. He and the sun, the trustiest member of his court, waited seasons, burned through memories of the shadows they'd made together. The king rarely touched the water. He didn't need to. Owned it. Summer people would eventually tumble through like thirsty Dust Bowl Okies. He watched for the youthful women, the girls, to slip from their towels and to submerge their skin. Sun-blocked and oiled bodies, fish with gangly arms, they slipped about and wrestled with his waters. He fought them, dove into their pores, made them exchange liquids, made them liquid, until their temperatures adapted and each stroke looked like a dance just for him. From his throne, he chewed a crusted lip with satisfaction, his pets in his aquarium. They could never see his eyes, the eyes which drink them up. He hadn't seen his eyes in years. 2. The rock in the sky shone down on them and made their insides shift, tides. We are sitting in a place that has been completely cut in half. So many times. They looked from the mountain, which at one point had been just a pile of rotted rags, over a town with lights and buildings and man-made water. The northern half seemed to mirror the southern. And leaning together, one said, "But everything just grows back." 3. She assures you that she comes from a long line of performers. Her mother conducted the fleas and her aunt danced with ropes and air over pits of hungry alligators. "I've got no problem breathing underwater," she said. "The lake is cold. You can tell just by looking at it. Sunlight only catches the top couple feet. She doesn't wear shoes, even on land, and eases herself onto her back, pushing off from the shore. Her dress keeps her afloat for a moment as she draws open her accordion fold by fold. Return to me," she sings with the first exhale. She sings slowly. The sound, that old sound, creates a current in the water. It rings and squeezes between soggy reeds. You imagine it is hard for them, the reeds, a struggle to pulse and bellow while being drowned. But with her they do. Her arms grow stronger, move heavy water in strokes. The opal sheen of the instrument matches her skin, scales. Sun plays along their surface, makes the eyes gold, and she is almost out of sight. It's so slow and soft, you almost don't notice how small she's gotten. The bubbles stop, but you think you can see her tiny lips moving, and the song fades or travels slightly in new waves. You hear it still, though, her external lungs pumping. You wait and listen until you can't listen anymore. You know she has gone backwards somehow, from land to water. You want her more than ever now, to be with you. But you can't disturb her.